hello there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to DW Africa. Today I'm so super excited. I think you can already see who is next to me on that screen. We have Nollywood diva, Nollywood veteran actress, Kate Henshaw. I'm so surprised because I'm actually now like so excited, Kate, because I grew up in Zimbabwe and I used to watch a lot of Nollywood, but we used to call them African movies. And you're one of those people that I was watching then, and here I am today speaking to you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Josie. Well, that's life. We never know when we'll connect because as it is now, the world is such a small place, seeing that we can connect just over a device.
Exactly. Okay, so Kate, I know you. I know a lot of Africans know you, but there are some that might not know exactly who you are. Maybe in a few seconds, just tell us who exactly is Kate Henshaw.
Kate is a fun-loving person. She's an actor. She's a fitness enthusiast. She's a social activist, and she's into wellness for women. Women, their wellness, mental health. Um, I'm passionate about a lot of issues, primarily domestic violence and rape.
Okay, so tell us, what is your day like? What
Ah,
happens when you wake up? What exactly is your day like?
my day. I wake up at about 5 and I get ready for the gym. I don't miss it. It's like 6 times a week, and I rest on Sundays. And then come home, shower, have my smoothie, and then I'm off. If I'm on location, I go to work. If not, I just chill. I love my space, my home, and I just relax.
Okay, now that you're talking about waking up, going to exercise, going to the gym, I just want to show our viewers something now.
Please, happy Saturday. I trust you all slept well. I just want to encourage anyone who wants to start this fitness journey or anyone who is on this journey. Sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes it can be painful. Sometimes you just don't want to do anything. But trust me, consistency will make it easier for you to cope with whatever soreness or the pain you feel. And your body is capable of so much. Invest time, invest in yourself. It helps your mental health, physical, everything that I've spoken to you always about. Don't be intimidated by anyone. Look in the mirror. You are the only competition. Okay? Consistency. 3 times a week, twice a week, but make sure you clock in. Make sure you show up for yourself. It's not magic. So all those quick fads that they promise you, it never works. If not, all of us would be perfect and they wouldn't be even in the market anymore. So please love yourself enough to invest in yourself. Mwah. Love you. Bye.
We love you too. So, Kate, you are
Yes,
51 years old now. Look at
yes.
you. A yummy mommy. You look so amazing, so
I'm telling
fit.
you,
Please
Josie,
just give
I
us the
don't
secrets.
feel,
Give us all the secrets today.
you know, when people mention the age and they're like reminding me, I have moved on from the age thing. I don't even think about the age. I don't feel it. I just live my life how I want it, not counting how many years I left, how many years I've had on earth. Um, I don't know. I just have come to find that the secret is living well. And I mean living well, living fully, having positive and happy thoughts because everything is from the inside out. And then spending time with myself. I talk to myself a lot. The fitness space is where I have a lot of clarity for myself. And it's just an amazing space to be in. And it's an amazing addiction to have.
Okay. Now, you actually studied remedial, medical
No, I
microbiology.
studied medical microbiology.
Yes. And you also worked at the Bauchi State General Hospital before
Yes, yes,
switching
yes.
to
I went to Unical first, where I had remedial studies for biochemistry. My NYSC was at the Bauchi General Hospital, and my degree is in medical microbiology.
So what triggered the switch from health, medicals to the diva to the actress? What triggered that major switch?
I have always wanted to be a musician. That was what I wanted to be growing up. An actor, not so much, but I loved singing a lot. But my dad wanted me to be a doctor. So that's why I went into the sciences.
So did you like disappoint him when you now switched to acting and all?
He was greatly disappointed. He was like something like over my dead body kind of thing. Oh my Lord. No, it was tough. I had to just make my own way, basically, in university. And then acting found me. I actually started out modeling. I was modeling on the catwalk, I was fashion model. I used to, back then, many years ago, when we used to have calendars, calendars on the walls. I was one of those models in the calendars as well. So, in one of those interactions, I met someone who introduced me to the Nigerian film industry almost 30 years ago.
Okay. Now talking about the Nigeria film industry, just for our viewers.
It's over, people. Our lawyers will be in touch in the morning. I feel more for a stranger on a street corner than I do for you.
Mommy.
You stay out of this. I mean, he took a look at this whole circus. This pathetic family from the village that he was marrying into, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, Mommy. That's the last of them.
And yet here, the two of you still are.
Inka and I thought we could keep it calm.
You thought wrong. Close the door on your way out.
Mom must be tired. We should let her get some rest.
Should listen to your wife. She has more sense than you.
Kate, so when you watch yourself do this, what comes to your mind? Because I've watched you as a sweet girl. I've watched you as a mean mother-in-law. I've watched you as a cruel mother. I mean, I think you've acted in all scenes. What comes to your mind when you actually just sit down and watch this?
I'm like, is that me? Especially for the film, like the series like Blood Sisters. I mean, I'd never played a role like that before, where I was someone who was wicked and, totally unfeeling for every other character other than her son and herself. So it was a welcome development, and I'm sure I challenged myself mentally, and I said, no, I had to do this right. Hello, Josie. Seems I've lost you.
They said we are the future. They said we are the leaders of tomorrow. They said, and we waited. But now is the tomorrow they talked about. Now it's your turn. I want to be the first of many in this new generation with the will to move this nation forward. Many ask why now? I ask why not? The transformation we seek is one that most affects the youth. So why not elect a youth to tackle these problems? From a dwindling educational system to lack of employment and poor health care. The Nigerian youth aches for change while their parents toil day and night. But the change that we seek lies within us. There has never been a better moment than now. We get off young Kate Henshaw. They don't make a House of Representatives 2015. You can't get represented Calabar South constituency. So.
Sorry, I didn't want to play that, but I had a technical issue and we didn't
It's
finish
fine.
the Nollywood, so we'll go back to that.
Yes.
How has been the Nollywood journey, Kate. I mean, we have a lot of African youths watching us right now who would also want to take up acting, would also want to get into the entertainment industry. And I mean, Nollywood is a big deal in the world, you know. So, what can you tell our viewers today?
It's not easy. It's not about popularity. It's about honing your craft. It's about hard work. It's about discipline. Um, it's about loving the job and wanting to put your best foot forward. It's about not giving up. It's about not being afraid to audition for any role, no matter how big you are. I mean, I had to do a screen test for the series Blood Sisters, and they just wanted to see if I could carry the role. And there's absolutely nothing wrong in reading for a part just to convince the producers that you can do it.
And what are some of the challenges that you'd say you faced in the whole Nollywood journey that you are still partaking in?
Oh, I think going on location sometimes, not having electricity, because then we have to use generators. And then we're not really in a soundproof studio, so we have to go back to the studio and lay the sound. We have a lot of, how do I say, should I call them miscreants? They disturb us a lot when we're on location. They attack the crew, looking for some sort of money or the other. Shooting in Nigeria is like guerrilla warfare
Really?
because the conditions are not so bad, but they could be better. Um, there isn't enough time for character development. So it takes a very good director working with an equally good actor to bring across to the screen the character that the audience would love. But I think it prepares us for greater places where it will be easier for us to work in a more structured place.
Wow. Now, if the video that I played earlier is about that other office that you wanted also to take. In 2014, you unveiled your campaign website
Yeah.
as you aspire to represent the Calabar Municipal or Odupani Federal
Odupani.
Yes, federal constituency under the PDP. But
Yes,
unfortunately, you lost the primaries.
yes.
Please tell us your personal experience on how it is to vie for a political office in Nigeria.
First and foremost, you need lots of money. I remember when I finished my stint running for office, and the first thing I said was, you need like what they call a war chest, plenty of money. You have to give money to people. And people were accusing me of bribery, but that is the situation. Delegates are like the buffer between the electorate, which are the people, and the politicians and the party. So they are the ones that now pick the candidate that will stand for election at the primaries. And they take money, they take gifts, they take all sorts of things. It's a lot of financial commitment. It's a lot of physical commitment because you have to go around visiting so many people, consultations with ward leaders, ward chairmen, women leaders, youth leaders, people with interest in the polity of the nation and your community. You really have to go around talking to a lot of people, trying to convince them why they should choose you and support you. So it takes a toll on you. It's not easy at all. At all. I won't even say it's easy. No, it's not.
Okay, so you said you need a lot of money. Do
You
you
need a lot
regret?
of money, quote me.
Yeah. So do you regret ever like using so much money then you didn't make it through, or it's something
Yeah.
that you just you do?
I regret it's my hard-earned money. Money that I've saved over the years. Just throwing it out like that, it was really painful for me. But I do believe that there is no experience that you go through in life that will not serve some purpose later. When people want to have dialogues or conversations about women in politics, they always include me because I have lived that experience. And it gives me great joy to be able to share my experience, and hopefully it helps another woman, gives her an idea of what the terrain is like, and to just let her know that she has to be a brave heart.
But what do you think went wrong? What could you have done better, Kate?
Um, I went in wanting to provide solutions, but I hadn't made myself available to the people back home. So you have to be in the area where you are contesting. You have to be doing stuff for them, maybe community activities, um, seminars. Anyway, you have to be involved in the community with which you want to go and lead or serve them. So I came like from Lagos. I live in Lagos, and I went home. So the popular thing they kept saying was, "We don't know you." That's where I'm from. But when they say they don't know you, they haven't felt your impact in the community. And now you just want to come and say you want to represent us. How are we sure you will represent us? So that was the mistake that I did.
Okay. So do you see yourself ever doing it again?
No money to give anybody.
No,
No.
you might get a donor in case someone gives you some money to do it.
I mean, I got a political appointment. I was the special advisor to the liaison office of the Cross River State. So I got a chance to serve. Uh, I wouldn't want a situation where money is being spent in that way. Our politics needs to evolve more to issue-based campaigns and how people can solve it without having to part with their hard-earned money. Because it's a cycle. I was talking to a friend of mine who is in the House of Reps, and he was saying that he has to switch off his phone because people make requests of him: school fees, hospital bill, my birthday party, I need this building. Requests all the time. Now, the situation is when these politicians give you all this money, when they get into office, they have to recoup the money. So then comes the over-bloated budget and the different constituency projects that never get done. A lot of money is being allocated to them. So to them, if they're giving you money during the campaign and the election time, they've taken care of you for the first 4 years. That's basically my mentality of thinking when people keep demanding, because they do demand of the politicians. How will they make their money back?
Oh, wow. Now, speaking of the candidates, your elections in Nigeria are coming up very soon. And I'll
Yes.
say the three main contenders are men,
Yes.
PDP, APC, and Labour
There you
Party.
go.
Yeah, why are Nigerian women poorly represented in political leadership positions? Why do you think?
Nigerian women have sort of handed over their power to the men. 50% or more than 50%, 60, 70% of the population is young people and women. Why we never take advantage of that, I will never know. Women, some of them hardly support other women when they run for office. And we have also seen situations where women have gotten to a certain position and they have disgraced us. And so the men are like, look at your fellow woman, what she has done. But the men do this all the time. So if we do indeed want a woman, we need to get behind a good woman. I choose to qualify because there are still bad women that have gone ahead and done some terrible things. But if we know ourselves, you know a good woman out there, and she wants to run for office, get behind her. Get behind her. Women are just satisfied with tokenism, woman leader, women affairs, all those kind of finance and all this. But why? When will we be ready for a female governor, not deputy? A female president. We haven't even gotten to vice presidents yet. And in the House, there are less women now representing us than ever.
I actually saw that there is actually this culture that's like a trend in Nigeria. I think there's actually like the First Ladies Forum or something.
Yeah.
And it looks like women are comfortable in that corner, in that
Yeah, they
space.
don't. I mean, if you want to aspire to be more, the men, first of all, will look at you as a threat. And then your fellow women will be like, why do you think you're the one that has to go up there? So they are just okay in their comfort zones, just being offered first lady, women affairs, women leader. You know, it's just tokenism.
So will the gender equality rule help solve the existing gap in political competition?
We still have a long way to go in terms of gender equality. Nigeria is hugely a patriarchal nation. Certain things that govern the lives of women hardly get heard or even get supported in the house. I mean, we were talking, I don't know, when there was a debate once about laws that would favor women, and it took forever. It was even thrown out a couple of times until women raised their voices and they said, okay, we'll look at it again. I can't remember the bill, but I'll check. But it's so hard to get the things that concern women to get even a look-see.
So are you telling me that the Senate women, the Senate women in the House are really being overpowered by these men?
How many are they? Let's look at the numbers. See if they want to put something to the vote. Maybe there are 10 men and 1 woman. So if she votes 1 vote, who's going to win? Which opinion is going to be carried? There aren't enough.
So just take us through the political situation right now in Nigeria as you of course vie for elections in a few months. What is the environment like?
It's tense. There's a lot of trading of words, especially online. There's a lot of conversation from young people wanting a huge departure from the old gang, the old brigade who have helped this country in their hands for over, I don't know how many years, 30, 40 years. And still, we do not have electricity. We do not have fuel that we refine, our own fuel that we refine. There's huge unemployment. Education is like, as we just came off an 8-month strike, 8 months out of school, university. How do we hope to compete with our counterparts anywhere else? How do we hope to hold conversations, take charge of innovations that will better our lot if education is not a priority? Healthcare, zero. Let's not even go there, because we have a president who loves to travel at the slightest headache. So there's nothing here for the ordinary person. So it's more like the youth against the old ones, because they're saying, you're not giving us enough chance to grow. We are not seeing any opportunities for ourselves. And hence you have a lot of young people traveling, leaving the country in droves. Doctors are leaving, young people are leaving, because they want an environment that values them, that sees their potential, and can take in their contributions.
So these are problems you're saying that, of course, they've been ongoing for years, Kate. Don't
Yes.
you think maybe it's time for a woman to take over? Maybe you people need to rally behind one strong woman to do this. I mean, I don't know, because I
Where
saw
will the
that
woman
recently.
get the millions of money for the presidential form? The
All
form
of
costs
you women have
millions.
to rally behind her and support her and donate.
We are yet to see the woman. I mean, I think one came out, but I haven't heard from her since.
It could be you. It could be you, Kate.
No.
I saw that political parties recently signed a pact to reinforce
peace
affirmative
accord.
action. Yeah, and allow equal participation of women and mainstream women issues in the politics. Do you trust them, or is it just another campaign?
Of course, it's another, how do I say, lip service, seeming to be doing the right thing, seeming to include women in their decision making, seeming to allow women be a part of the process. I don't trust it.
And all these things only come when it's like almost elections,
Yes,
when it's
always.
almost
And then
elections is
when they've gotten the positions, the women are back in the background. When it's time for campaign, they share the rappers and the women dance, share food, and come out. And we're not right for a female president. Let's start from having a female governor.
okay. So the other thing, Kate, is I just want to know if you've looked at the three main contenders like manifestos. Did any of them address some of the issues that you've
I haven't looked
mentioned,
at
and
their
also
I haven't looked at their
answers?
manifesto. I'm yet to go through it. I haven't looked at any.
Okay, but
I just don't want someone who comes and contests every 4 years for presidency. You've had your term, so
are you
that should
still
make you go and rest somewhere.
PDP?
Ah, I don't know. You see, for me, it's not about the party. It's about the individual. We have good people across board in each of the three main political parties. I'll say three because there used to be two: APC, PDP, and now there's Labour Party. It should be about the individual in the party.
Okay.
Yes, I will admit that it's not all of them that are bad, and we have a few shining lights in the other two, APC and PDP. But now Labour Party is giving a lot of people hope. They're feeling like, okay, let's try again. Let's come out. Let's do this. Let's hope for a better nation. So it should be about the person. For me,
Okay. So in a minute, describe the APC leader Bola Tinubu as a candidate. What
just
do you
see.
think? We will discuss all three, then I'll let you go. Then we go to Instagram.
I hardly know him. All I know is rumors that people pass around. I just didn't like his position during the NSAS, where people were killed. I do not care what anyone has to say. We know what we saw on the live feed. When he came out to say who were the people, how were they there, what is their background. These are Nigerians. Why are you asking what is their background? They're trying to speak to you and show you where the pain is, and you just pop them off. It's not fair. What if it was your children that were out there? That's all I can say.
And PDP Atiku?
Oh, he's been vice president before. He's also run for the presidential position before. Again, I cannot verify, but I hear he lives in Dubai. I don't want a president who doesn't live here, who doesn't know how it feels to be a Nigerian fully. I don't know. I haven't really gotten close to those two. In short, none of them. But I would say for Peter, what I've seen of him, I've seen him one-on-one. I've seen him at the airport. Even when he was an ex-governor, he always walked alone. He would drag his bag, get into the flight, very unassuming, simple, and I think that gives me a sense of who he is. I've heard the stuff that he did in his states, and people have confirmed how he doesn't give money to anyone, and that's why he's hated. So I believe that is a sense of his character.
So I already know somehow who you vote for. I know your vote is your secret, but I think I have an idea.
All I want is a Nigeria that works for everybody, not just for some. We don't even have the basics. Can we have the basics? Can we have water to drink? Can we have good roads? Can we have health care? Can we have education? affordable housing. There's so much. We're so behind. The rest of the world is moving into gas and electric cars. We're still dealing with refuse here. But we need to do more. And we have young people that can blaze the trail and put us on the map, like they're doing with music and film. Let's look inwards and make ourselves better. Everyone.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kate Henshaw, for joining us today as you're sharing your experience in Nigeria as an actress, as a fitness guru, as a politician as well. But before we let you go, any parting remarks to our viewers today?
I want to say never give up on your dreams. If you're passionate about something, and that passion is not hurting anyone, and inside of you, you feel a peace when you're doing it, just stay on that path. Stay on that path. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot do it. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're doing too much. We all have our individual paths in life to follow. We all have our individual dreams to work towards. Your dream is not my dream. My dream is not your dream. So I do not want you telling me that my dream is invalid while yours is. We just need to think about the next person, love one another, and just follow our hearts, basically.
Thank you so much, Kate Henshaw, for joining us today on DW Africa.
Thank you, Josie.
See you soon in about 2 minutes again.
Okay.
Okay. There you go, Africa. I've been speaking to Kate Henshaw, a Nollywood actress, a fitness guru, and also a politician. All these only happen here on DW Africa. Until next time, I'm your host, Josie Mahachi. Have a great weekend.